Hello everybody, welcome to Lenny D Draws. I'm Lenny. Today I am going to be drawing Martin Luther King Jr. because it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But before we start, I just want to say that I know I can't relate to what MLK has gone through, and I don't know how other people of color are still facing segregation today. All I can say is that I agree with everything he stands for, and I wish that everyone could just get along. I truly believe that everyone, no matter their race, should be treated with the equal amount of respect and dignity. With that being said, I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. This is the picture I chose because I really like his smile in it. I think he looks like he's genuinely filled with joy. He looks just super glad, you know, just very happy. And I feel like that's a good way to remember him, you know? So that's what I'm going to be doing. The first thing you start with every time is just the head shape. Just the head shape so you can get it across. And I've said in my other videos that I'm trying to make things more stylized and more shapely, you know? More just not as strict to anatomy. Like it still looks right, but I just don't want it to be as, you know what I'm trying to say. When I'm done with the head shape, I'm going to flip the canvas to see if anything looks off. You want to do that most of the time, you know? I'm going to flip your canvas to make sure that everything is as even and not as wonky as possible. I love his smile also. It's very wide and it feels very genuine, you know? Like you can see it in his eyes and his mouth hole, and it's a genuine smile. He's got very nice cheeks, like little smiley cheeks, you know? Like, I've seen a lot of drawings where the cheeks just kind of go like that. That it is kind of what's happening. Like, sure, this is an exaggerated version of that, but like, it's basically what's going on there. It's just shaded and doesn't have line art. Did you know that? That in real life, there is no line art? It's crazy. I've got to learn more about mouth anatomy. That sounds really weird, but all I mean really is just like where the teeth are placed. Like, I'm fine with the top teeth, because top teeth, they don't really move. Like, the bottom, like your jaw, is what moves. So you don't move your top teeth when you're drawing things. But when your jaw goes down, or like when you close your mouth like this, teeth are straight on. But when you open your mouth, like that, the bottom teeth are shaped like this, right? So let's say these are your teeth. These are your chompers. So what you do, what jaws do at least, they go down like that. So if you were to open your mouth like this, and like draw that, it would be a U shape almost. There are plenty of drawings and plenty of tutorials on how to actually do that, but this is just like a little visual that might help you. Anyways, when you're drawing cartoony, you don't want to add all of the wrinkles that people have in real life, because that makes them look really old. So like in real life, I would draw these if I was trying to make it look realistic, but if I were to do that on the drawing, like add all of his wrinkle lines and stuff in a cartoon way, it just makes him look really old. And it's okay to trace sometimes. Like, I know that's a very controversial thing in the art community, but it really is, because then you learn, like muscle memory, how you should do something. Like, you're not tracing it in the actual art. Tracing is for practice. But if you trace something and you like either sell it or claim that you drew it, that's when it becomes not good. He looks genuinely happy in this picture. I know I said that already, but I like it. It is really cool what he did. Like, just fighting for what he believes in, even though people tell him not to. There's a lot of cases where that happens in history. It's really sad that, like racism is still a thing. Why? Like, it's 2025, people. I almost said 2024. It's 2025. Like, the frick? What the flip is up with people? It's really not that hard to not be racist. I mean, like, it's really not that hard. People are stupid. I know stupid's a strong word and I apologize, but really, like, grow up. It's not that hard to not be racist, or sexist, or homophobic, just all the hating things. It's not hard to not do it, just leave them alone. It's not that difficult to do. Just grow up, and just, I don't even, like, what's the point in it even? Just to be mad at something? That's pretty close. Right? Yeah, and adding color it'll be better. When I add color, it will look better. I have to remind myself of that. Adding color makes everything better. I realized recently that when I talk to the camera, that's exactly what I'm doing. It feels like I'm having a conversation with the camera. Not talking because I know people are gonna hear it. I'm talking to the camera specifically. And that, I think, actually helps me. Because it's scary to think that what I'm saying is gonna be heard by who knows how many people. But that's something that helps me, I guess. Talking to the camera specifically. Like I'm having a conversation with you. The camera. Not you, the viewer. Are you kidding? Why would I do that? It's ridiculous. Blasphemous. Alright. No, that's good. I think we're good. Okay. I am now going to do the line art. So, yeah. Okay, now that we have the line art done, which I think it looks pretty nifty, I think it's time for us to move on to color. Yeah, so what I'm going to do first, I believe, is try to find a base color. That's what we want to do when you start off with the drawing. Okay, let's say you've two balls, right? One ball is this color, the other ball is this color, right? If you want to make the balls look 3D, for the first color, you gotta give it a reflection, because this is the light, but since the light will be the same on this, it'll be this color on this one and this color on this one. But the reflection will make it look much brighter. And the shadow of this will also be not as dark. My point is that you'll be able to see the highlight much better on the darker skin tone than you would on the lighter skin tone. You also gotta add some subsurface scattering in there, make it look all pretty. Subsurface scattering is basically just, like, you know, if you hold your hand up to the sun and you can see like the red in your fingers, you can see the blood, that's basically what subsurface scattering is. See? So you gotta add much lighter over here. And at first, that'll just look weird because he is not white, so adding on a lot of whiteness to his face just kind of looks wrong. But the more you add to it, the more rendering you do, the better it'll look. Yeah, so let me do some rendering real quick and I will show you what I mean. Looking good, not looking too shabby. In the actual picture, his hairline is pretty not hard, you know? But that's not what I'm gonna do in the drawing. Okay. Unless you are like a caricature artist or something, if you ever get commissioned or somebody asks you to draw them, make them look as flattering as possible. That's actually not too bad. Hey, I like that. Yeah, okay. Here, I'm gonna do shadows. I see that there are already shadows in the drawing. I'm aware of it. But this is how I make it a little more my own. You see, this is it with the rendered part, the original rendered part, and then adding shadow. I think it just makes it look better. Here he is. Here's the rendering of him. The drawing I did for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I like the way it turned out. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. So take some time today and for the rest of your life and for all the people around you to not be racist. Don't be racist, guys. It isn't cool. Nobody likes racist people. Yay! Yeah, but that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of me, more of what I do, or more of really anything here, you should subscribe. If you like the video, you should like the video. I hope you enjoyed the drawing. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Don't be racist. See you next time. Goodbye.